I reacted to the Mandalorian Season 3 clip and discovered something truly amazing. Disney has unintentionally just revealed who the next big villain is gonna be. Now, you're gonna want to stay to the very end to understand what Disney is planning.
Now, as I was saying, there's a beautiful parcel available right down here by the flats.
I appreciate the offer, but I
Is he
have
using
some
the Force?
matters to look after.
Is he using
I'm
the Force?
confused. I thought you had completed your mission, but
Wait.
you're still running around
He
here
is.
with the same little critter.
That's not good.
It's complicated. I completed my quest. He returned to me. I removed my helmet, and now I'm an apostate.
Which is all the more reason for you to stay here with us. Where you're from, you may be an apostate.
I just got goosebumps. Hold on. We've seen another Force user do this before. Hold on.
If Master Obi-Wan caught me doing this, he'd be very grumpy.
Yes, Anakin, he would be very grumpy. Because the Jedi are prohibited from wielding the Force for their own amusement. You know who wields the Force for their own amusement? Do you know who does that? The Sith. The Sith wield the Force like a plaything. The Sith wield the Force for their own amusement, to test their limits, test their power. And who else is doing that? Who did we just see do that?
Where you're from, you may be an apostate.
Ladies and gentlemen, this entire time, there has been a debate for the past, 3 seasons since The Mandalorian has been out. There has been a debate whether Grogu, Baby Yoda, was going to become a Jedi or a Mandalorian, right? A Jedi or a Mandalorian. Well, I'm telling you here right now that there is a third option, and you're hearing it first. You are hearing it first right here. Grogu is not going to become a Jedi or a Mandalorian. Grogu is going to become a Sith.
That's impossible!
You see, long ago, the Emperor, Darth Sidious himself, feared that if Yoda ever harnessed the power of the dark side, he would become the most powerful being in the galaxy. And that is what's happening right here, right now. This entire time, we have not been seeing a story about a random Mandalorian. We have been seeing an origin story to the most powerful being in the galaxy, the greatest Sith to ever exist. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the parallels. Just like Anakin, Grogu has extreme attachment to another, emotional attachment to Din Djarin. He sees him as his father, as his papa. And what's gonna happen when he ultimately loses Din Djarin? What's gonna happen? Because surely Grogu fears that day. They've been telling us, Jesus, they've been telling us since the very beginning. What was it that Ahsoka once said?
I cannot train him.
What? Why not? You've seen what he can do.
His attachment to you makes him vulnerable to his fears. His anger.
All the more reason to train him.
No.
All the more
I've
reason.
seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight.
All the more reason not to train him.
To the best of us.
Foreshadow.
I will not start this child down that path. Better to let.
Oh, Ahsoka, I'm afraid that child is already on that path. I'm afraid that child is already on that path. It's been there all along. It's been there all along, and Ahsoka tried to warn us. You see, the reason that the Jedi go in and swoop in and get these little brats when they're babies is because they understand that when a Force user grows up with the temptations of life, with the temptations of attachment, there is only one result. He becomes a dark side user. He becomes a monster. That is what happened with every Sith Lord you can think of. That's what happened with Palpatine. That is why it is crucial to go in when they are young and train them discipline, train them to abstain from the temptations of attachment, because they know that that's the only way that the galaxy can truly be safe from creating a monster. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to share with you first that in the next trilogy, and you can mark this down, in the next trilogy, Rey, or whichever hero they give us, is gonna face off against the most powerful being in the galaxy. And no, it's not gonna be Palpatine's twin brother or whoever. It's gonna be Grogu, Baby Yoda. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Sensational.